Hi, everybody, and welcome back to episode 3 of Hispano Backstage, where we deal with everything commerce, community, and culture. We have our guest today, which I'm really excited about, is not only a good friend of mine, but a good friend of the chamber, and that is Demetrio, and he is the owner of Elegance Limousine. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
I'm so glad that you're here, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you a New Mexico native?
No, I'm actually born and raised in Alamosa, Colorado.
You're Colorado?
Yeah, I'm born in Colorado. I moved here when I was 20.
So 2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yep.
I've been here 25 years, and it's been a place that's been so amazing on so many different levels. I find it fascinating how many amazing traits that New Mexico has. I've been blessed to travel the world and do a lot of different things, and the history, the culture, the people, the weather is top notch, right?
Best.
You can't go wrong with what we have. The food is to die for. I first moved here, and when I moved here, it literally was too hot for me. I never had spicy food.
Did you do like the Pueblo chili?
So I grew up not eating chili.
Got it.
So I never had like chili at all. And moving here, I thought, oh my God, how am I going to live here? All the food is spicy.
Do you remember, so in Alamosa, what was your first job? What did you do?
So the funny thing is my very, very first job, which was just a summer job, was actually working for the city. So I did grounds maintenance throughout the city parks and the cemetery and doing all the yard work on that. And then my first official real job was actually working at KFC. I was a cook.
I was waiting for fast food to sneak its way in there.
Yeah. So,
that's one of my still favorites. I don't care what anybody says. I love KFC.
You know, it was a blast. It taught me a lot. I had great people to work with. So I grew a lot from that. I never realized I would be somebody that was in life in front of the counter because I was always on the back end, right? But life evolves and you change, and it's just interesting to look back on anybody's life and to see some of the things that you did and where you're at today. And one of the things that I've always tried to be big on is, even now as a business owner, I'm still the simple young man that grew up in the projects in Colorado that understands that every profession, no matter what it is, we all need one another. I don't care if you're making $200,000 a year, you're making $20,000 a year. We all need one another.
You know, I know this about you too, how humble you are as a business owner. When did you first kind of realize that entrepreneurship was for you?
It's funny. So I've been in sales my whole life. I never, ever wanted to open up my own business. I was selling insurance, been approached many times to ask, hey, do you want to do this as an agent? And I'm like, nope, I'm good. I started working as a part-time chauffeur for a company, and I felt that I could do better. I really liked it, and I thought, you know what, this kind of ties everything that I love: people, cars, traveling, money, everything. It was just dynamic.
If you don't know, this guy travels a lot. You get to see some really good things in your business. I love that.
I do. I think that one of the things I really try hard on is stepping outside my box on a constant. You learn from so many different people, even just traveling in America, right? Like, we are so different in so many different ways than other places. And just going out and seeing the different buildings, how people wake up and go to work every day, and some of the different dynamics is really eye-opening.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your entrepreneurship in the company that you own, Elegance Limousine. I've had the chance to use you guys quite often. As a matter of fact, just this summer, I took my whole family in one of your buses to a concert, and that was a ton of fun. But tell us a little bit about that brand and the difference between you and others.
I think the biggest thing for me is understanding that as a business owner, you need your employees, and you need to understand that the community has so many wonderful qualities on a daily basis that you can never take for granted that because you're a business owner today that you just have everybody's business, right? You have to constantly strive to sell people of what you do. You have to make sure customer service is top notch. One of the things that I'm really big on is we all make mistakes. No matter who you are, what you do, we all make mistakes. But it's not a matter of making mistakes, it's how you fix it. And And so customer service is really big to me. When somebody, gets a vehicle, just like if you and I went to lunch right now or dinner, we're expecting good food. We're not hoping for good food. We're expecting good food.
Well said.
We're expecting good service. And so it's an element of when clients call us and they reserve everything from a sedan, SUV, limo, bus, whatever it is, they're expecting that service to be good. So if you go into daily mindset of knowing that the cars are expected to be clean, the call to make the reservation sure and smooth, from start to finish, it should be, top notch. I think that's when you take pride. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the biggest thing that I've tried to do. Everything from when I buy a suit, I go get it tailored. I don't just put on a suit, right? The expectation is from start to finish to be good.
You know what I like about your brand is not only does it drive economic value in Albuquerque, and you mentioned customer service, which I guess it is a service industry, but I think your brand and you personally as a friend, what changes it is it's an experience. It's more of a customer experience than it is a service. I mean, every one of your drivers, the way you get in, the way you get out, it's an experience. How do you teach and train your staff to make sure that that experience is delivered?
The biggest thing that I always focus on is, and I've said this since day one, money is what you spend, experience is what you buy. So being able to make sure that you're not just somebody driving up, getting out, opening the door, you're engaging, right? There's sometimes clients get in the car and they want to talk, and they want to talk about everything under the sun. There's times they don't want to say 2 words to you. And being able to read your audience and understand that there's a time and a place for everything. You'll get those clients that want to tell you about, their childhood, and they're from New York or, Las Vegas, and they just want to give you an experience of who they are. And being able to listen, I think that's one of the biggest things is people will tell you what they want if you're willing to listen.
I love that. That's great advice. Now, you've been a member with the Chamber for quite some time. Our listeners and the people here in the building know I've only been here a year, but you've been a staple to the Chamber for quite some time. Even won a Hispanic Heritage Award. Can you tell us a little bit about that process, being a Hispanic Heritage Award winner, and maybe even a little bit about the Chamber and how it's impacted your business?
I think the biggest thing is in life, we always have to put ourselves out there, right? You don't know who you're talking to, who they know, what they know. One of the things in my industry is working with other affiliates. People always think about, working with somebody that's going to send you a client or send you work to make money. And it's not always about making money. It's always about learning. And that's the biggest thing that I've taken from the Chamber is I come in, I can sit here and I can say, hey, this is who I am, this is what I do, send me work. But at the end of the day, it's not always about the dollar. It's about the knowledge that actually helps you drive further success. Being here with the Chamber, I've met so many amazing people. They're always willing to go out of their way. Always willing to go out of their way. Roberta did, some photo shoots with us not long ago to help promote our brand. And the award itself is, the Chamber is an institution that is huge in the community, right? Everybody knows. Everybody that's looking to grow, they're trying to find out somebody in the industry of business to be able to help out. And so the award has been fascinating. There's tons and tons of companies in town. Being able to put that on your email and tell people this is, the award that we've got, it's opened so many doors beyond here, local doors. When
we reference members here in the community doing our orientations, we use you as an example about it's like that gym membership. You get what you put into it, and the networking and your ability to be in front of people. And you're right, you don't necessarily lead with dollars. You're not necessarily leading with, hey, come and use my services. You're introducing yourself as a person first, which means you're very involved in the community. What are some things that you and the company do in the community to make sure that you stay involved?
I think it's one of the biggest things that my GM and I have talked about, which is, first of all, listening, right? Somebody who calls in and is maybe the price that we are charging, they can't afford it. And so there's been times where we've given discounted prices or free services for certain things because it's not always about chasing the dollar. Right. And then I think that's the biggest thing for me is I want money to chase me. I don't want to chase money.
I like that. Write that
down. I think from that standpoint is when you do good to people, good comes back onto you. So I could go and give a free ride today, or work with a company that, their needs don't fit the budget for what they want, right? And so just being able to give back in a way that word of mouth will spread and highlight you for being professional, for being kind, and not just focusing on hitting that home run with every client.
I love that. So tell us a little bit about what the future is for your company. What do you always have something in the works? Like there's always something he's doing, whether it's not just Albuquerque. I mean, you spread El Paso, you're all over the place. So, but I know you always have new things kind of brewing. What do you have in the works for this year?
So last year we just took on an expansion down to Las Cruces, across as El Paso, which is just 45 minutes away. So we've been starting to grow that market. We have recently taken on some new work with a really big client in Santa Fe. And so I think the biggest thing for me within growth is locally, I want us to be able to offer our service top notch, whether you're in Albuquerque, you're in Rio Rancho, you're in Las Cruces, Santa Fe, Taos, wherever it may be, right? I don't want to be the company that just focuses on only helping people in Albuquerque. I want to be able to help out the state. We actually do concierge service worldwide. So I do national conferences with owners from all over.
Wow.
And so when we meet, if let's say you called me and said, hey, Demetrio, I'm going to Chicago. I'm like, cool, let me know. I'll get it booked for you, get you scored away, get it all set up. So basically being able to do that one-stop shop to help align. And that's one of the things about, if you really think about it, the chamber does, right? The chamber connects dots.
They do.
Everybody.
Yep.
And it's not always what you know, but who you know.
That's right. And I always say that the chamber, it really does it. It goes like we shrink the percentage of degree of separation. Maybe you're out there hustling and there's still a 6 degree of separation between you and a gatekeeper. Joining the chamber really allows open the door. And just knowing people like you.
I don't even know if it's 6. It's more like 2. Like
it's true.
Everybody knows everybody. So I'll tell you a funny story. So when I first moved here, right, I couldn't imagine. I'm from a small town, Alamosa, at the time, maybe 12,000 people. Now, today, I literally look back at that time, and when I was first moved here, I said, how in the world do people know each other? Like, I don't get it. Like, it's too big of a city. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And throughout the years, different jobs that I worked with the chamber and meeting people, the biggest thing I've always tried to focus on is just saying hi. Every relationship starts with somebody saying hi. Whether it was me saying hi to you, you saying hi to me. And before you know it, your network of connections is actually insane. Like, I know people all over, and it's such a blessing. Like,
it is.
My company has flourished because of the network with the chamber and outside places because of just being able to say hi.
Yeah, you definitely are that person. I mean, if there was a class on networking, and you're right, just by saying hi, not being afraid to get out there and meet people makes a really big difference. So one last piece of information. We're hoping to attract young entrepreneurs with this podcast. We're hoping to get people who want to listen to successful entrepreneurs like yourself. That last bit of advice to a young entrepreneur out there, maybe who's thinking about starting a business, what do you want to say to them?
So I'm going to say this, because this is really a big thing, right? Is one, believe in whatever it is that you're doing. Believe in yourself. I kind of find it funny in society, right? So I don't have kids, but you as a father, because you have kids.
Yeah, I have 2 kids.
It's an element where you tell your kids you can do anything, you can be anybody, right? Every day you tell them that.
Yep.
Society, as we get older, all of a sudden I got confidence, I'm cocky, I'm conceited, right?
Right.
But at the end of the day, if I don't believe in myself, how do I expect you to believe in me?
That's right.
So I think the biggest thing for me is believe in yourself, understand that if you really want it, you'll make it happen. If you don't, you'll make the excuses. There's been times when I started my company that I was literally 20 hours worth of work in one day, times when I was driving and I wanted to go home, but you just have to be willing to sacrifice.
And put in that work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope you guys got that. We're going to wrap up with our last message. We have La Noche on February 21st. Now, that's the biggest gala probably in the Southwest. A lot of people use your services to get there, and we highly recommend that people use services to have a lot of good. That way, they can have fun at the event. They don't have to worry about driving, getting behind the wheel. Do you offer anything? I know some of my friends use your services to get there.
Yeah, so we do a 10% discount for the event for anyone who's going. We definitely see everybody calling the day of, or maybe the day before.
He didn't look at me when he said that, by the way. Yeah.
No, not you. But really and truly, like, it's an element where, to your point, drinking and driving is huge, right? People do it. People always think, oh, I just had one. But it's something that changes lives. And I love that our service is able to help people go have a great night, come home safe, and be able to make sure that the community stays safe. So I've always said this, that money comes and goes, and your life isn't worth risking, right? That 1 or 2 drinks that I'm going to be fine. Spend a little money, get home safe. The next day you're fine.
Book with Elegant Limousine, and he'll take care of you. Is there a code that we need or anything like that?
Nope. Just let him know that you're calling on behalf of the chamber and La Noche. And
thank you so much. You're going to want to stick around because we're going to do a challenge that Corey, our producer here, has set up for us. I don't know if you're familiar with this game, but we're going to have a ton of fun with it. All right, now we're going to play Guess Who's Lying. So the object of this game is to figure out if what we are holding and describing to our guest is accurate, if it's true, or if I'm lying. So we're going to start with our guest, and we'll see if he's lying or telling the truth. I'm going to guess. I'm pretty competitive, so we're going to see if I can do this.
Eric, close your eyes.
Okay, so our guest is going first. Corey's bringing us our object, so I'm going to close my eyes.
all right, so this is something that you have to take to make you feel better.
Oh.
It's something that you definitely need at certain parts of your life when gas is a little bit hard on your body.
Okay. All right. So I'm guessing I know what this is. You still have to tell me what it is though, and I'm going to tell you if I think you're lying or not.
It's a blue pill, or it comes in a blue box, either one. It's something that relieves you.
Okay. I think I got this. So tell me what it is, and I'm gonna see if you're lying or not.
It's Gas X.
You did a good job of describing it. You said you don't really eat it, you swallow it, and it helps with certain things. You know what? I actually think that it is Gas X.
Ding ding, you are the winner.
Oh, 1 point. Here we go. Okay, now it's my turn. Close your eyes. I'm going to get an object, and I'm going to try to convince you of what this object is, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so, all right, here. What I'm holding is a 1980s Jane Fonda workout aerobic tape.
Okay. Is she wearing pink or yellow leggings?
Oh, that's a good question. They're neither color. They're nude, if you could say. She's wearing like a pink leotard.
Is the leotard multicolored?
Solid color.
Does she have a headband?
No headband, just curly blonde hair.
And is she wearing high leggings?
Yes. She's got like those like sock warmers, like 80s. I don't know if I'm dating myself here in describing this, but she's got like leg warmers like up to her shin.
Okay. Does there workout gear in the back?
No, there's on the back of it. It just says there's like a medical, like don't work out if you have heart conditions. I don't know if you can hear it, but you can actually hear the sound of the Jane Fonda workout tape. One more question. That's all you get.
I think. And you said it's a CD?
It's a VH. It's a VHS.
Okay. You're telling the truth.
It is a lie, baby. Look at what it is. Look at that. Oh, that was good though. I pictured Jane Fonda on that. So, all right, let's go one more time. Now we got the hang of it. So now you got. Okay, let me close my eyes.
All right, so we've got a license plate.
Is this license plate a New Mexico license plate?
No.
Ooh. Is it from a state that you're from?
It's not from a state.
It's a license plate not from a state.
Did you think I got off my car?
Yeah. See, I know she's from Colorado too. So if our producer here is getting it, I was thinking, so you're holding a license plate. How many numbers are on it?
No numbers.
Wow, license plate without numbers, which means it's a custom plate. Does this license plate have an expiration sticker on it?
No.
Does this license plate have yellow on it?
It does.
It's not from a state though, so it's like a custom license plate.
Correct.
Is this say Elegance Limousine?
No.
No, nothing on that. Wow, you're not helping me at all with this one.
The last one I gave it away. This one I got to trick you.
You basically said, I'm holding a license plate. It has no numbers. It has no state. Man, I totally think you're telling the truth. This is a license plate. He's holding a license plate.
That's your answer?
Yep.
That's true.
Actually,
It's not.
It's not true?
No.
What the
not a
heck?
license plate.
It's not a license.
What is it? Oh, damn it. It's, okay, that was fair. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so this one's actually super embarrassing. I don't know how to describe this, and I'm actually super embarrassed to even try to describe this. But I don't even know where we would have these, to be honest, or where these came from. So this is super random. I am holding a bag of adult Depends.
How many are in the pack?
Great question. This one looks like it's been opened, but it says package says 8.
Does it have an age description on there?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say age description, which kind of makes sense because I don't think they want to discriminate. This fell again. My bad.
It's all good. You're getting excited pushing the wall down. Don't try to put them on.
Let me take one out. Oh, this is so great for the camera. So these personally, I don't think they would fit me. If I'm being honest.
Are they mediums?
This actually is straight medium. No mediums. They look like a medium. They have this elastic waistband though.
Okay. Would you say they're for older people or younger people?
Well, that's a good question, and I like where you're going with that. So my answer is going to be, it's for anyone who needs them because I'm not trying to discriminate.
So
okay? Anybody out there, I mean, you never know. You could go to a concert. Have you ever been to a concert and it's like you wait at the front for 8 hours? Oh, no, you don't because you're VIP everywhere.
Well, but I personally wouldn't want to go right there, but
you know what it does though? It has aloe scent. It says aloe scent on it.
Scratch and sniff. Tell me what it smells like.
It's okay. Hold on. Let me see. I took one out, so I'm not scared. Actually, surprisingly fresh. I don't know if there's a scent, but it says fresh. Fragrance free. That's why it says fragrance free.
Fragrance free. Is the bag turquoise?
No.
Let's see
it's
here.
White with green, and it has a picture of somebody's hips showing them wearing it.
I'm gonna have to say that you're telling me the truth.
That is false. I am lying to you, my friend. I'm holding baby wipes. Yes. I love it.
What can I say?
Well, thank you so much for playing with me. I think we could probably put this down. And, dude, honestly, such a pleasure to have you. You're one of the best people in our community. You do so much for us, for our economy, for our community. If you see him out there, give him a call, give him some business. And thank you so much for being here, man. Appreciate
Yeah, no,
it.
thank you. I appreciate you.
Thanks, brother.
As always.